Residents flee their homes as a raging wildfire heads towards them. 1,500 people from 8 small towns in eastern Valencia were evacuated.
How am I supposed to feel? Your town is burning. Your life is burning. Our animals are there and no one can tell us anything. Yesterday we were able to access, but today they won't let us in town to at least feed the animals and grab some clothes.
More than 500 firefighters, supported by 20 helicopters and planes, battled strong winds to bring the blaze under control. Residents said they were grateful they were evacuated safely, but are worried about their livestock.
The situation looks pessimistic. People have gathered here waiting to see if they can feed their animals, but it will not be possible as winds are changing and conditions reactivated 3 fire spots, so it's not safe.
This first wildfire of the year in Spain, when spring has only just begun, is raising fears of a repeat of last year, when fires burned through almost 8,000 square kilometers of land in Europe, more than double the annual average of the past 16 years.
Cracked land and dried out trees. Drought is becoming a devastating reality all over the world. Increasing temperatures are having a major impact, making it more and more difficult for people to access clean water. Currently, around 2 billion people globally, a quarter of the world's population, do not have access to safe drinking water. It's a number that's likely to rise without a boost in international cooperation, the UN has warned in a report released today. Lack of water is causing severe risks to livelihoods, damaging food security, and it's also having an impact on health. Almost half of the global population lacks access to safe sanitation. Failing access to clean water and sanitation is a global problem, according to experts, but it is the countries most vulnerable to climate change in Africa and Asia that are some of the worst impacted.
An urgent public health warning this morning about a deadly fungal infection that is spreading across the U.S. rapidly. Health officials say Candida auris is a resistant infection. Several antifungal medications it is resistant to, and it's primarily a threat to people with weakened immune systems. The first infection was reported in 2016. The most recent numbers show cases have spiked to nearly 2,400. Candida auris has been detected in more than half of the United States, and according to the CDC, it can spread from person to person or from touching a contaminated surface. It is estimated more than half of all people who become sick with the drug-resistant fungus die.
Shifting our focus now in India's fertile northern, central and western plains, unseasonal rain and hailstorms have damaged ripening winter-planted crops such as wheat, exposing thousands of farmers to losses and raising the risk of further food price inflation. India, the world's biggest producer of wheat after China, torrential rain which lashed the states of Punjab, Haryana, parts of Uttar Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh, which accounts for about the bulk of the wheat output in India. The rain resulted in flattening the crops and flooding farms. Most farmers were caught by surprise by the repeated rain and hail that has lashed fields full of mature crops, raising concerns about quality degradation. Lower crop yields will cut India's wheat output for the second straight year, making it difficult for State-run Food Corporation of India to shore up its depleting stocks. Moreover, a sudden rise in temperatures hit the wheat crops earlier this month. Last year, a heat wave cut the country's wheat production, forcing India to impose a ban to calm local prices that were already driving higher by limited supplies from the Black Sea region. According to some farmers, rain and hailstorms have also hit chickpea and potato crops. This could further curtail production and lift food inflation, which the government and central bank have been trying to contain. Although, according to one of the senior government officials, it's too early to know the extent of the damage here.